walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Show any fear. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, Conscious Gaming fans. I'm WXFan21, riding solo again tonight. Reserve Wolf is off being the greatest Rocket League player that ever existed, that ever lived. Now, he's got a Rocket League game tonight, so no Reserve Wolf tonight. Make sure you drop some heart emojis in the chat for Reserve Wolf. Be back with me again next Tuesday night. It is a game time. It's the Hube versus the Conscious Gaming crew. Hube did win the knife round. They have elected to start off on the CT side. Take a look at Conscious Gaming here. Trying to take that cat control early. Honestly, all's quiet so far. Just nade damage. Not much of anything else going on. But now there is. Here comes the A-side attack. Bongo's going to draw first blood here on Dust 2. And look at this from Conscious Gaming. Dreams from behind. Now it's up. None other than Dreams, who needs to stay alive. He will. He'll have the triple. It's going to be Lap coming in from B. You get Psych and Dreams. Psych is extremely low. Needs to be careful here. Dreams, can he pull it off? No, Lap comes down in and clutches up 1v2. Hube are going to lock in. Bomb playing, Conscious Gaming will have a bye. Beautiful opening kill here by Lay into Tons. Push out to long. Dreams with a scout. Two members of Hube hang out over here towards long. And we're in slow-mo, ladies and gentlemen. We've noticed this has been slow-mo. It's been a really weird thing going on with some of the servers, and it's not our fault. We have no idea what's going on. Could be just the server from Faceit. We just have no idea. Look at this here, as Lap's going to continue his dominance. 4-0 to Lap as Hobo and Lay out some opponents here on A. Bongo's hanging out backwards towards self-boost right now. And has not been cleared out. Bongo attempts to get a kill, but Hobo just too strong. Draws a triple K here. And that is not good for Hube. Their economy is broken. Meanwhile, for Conscious Gaming, they're just going to keep cruising. Both teams come into this at 4-3 on the season. Neither team wanting to take a loss here in Maine. You do not want to take 4 losses. Four losses puts you on the periphery of the playoffs. You can still get in with 4 losses, but you really on that periphery to the outside looking in. Neither of these teams want to get there. They want to secure that all-important 5th win. Headed in to the second half of the season. Which you could say we've already started this week. Beautiful kill from Sway. Little revenge there. Sway's just finding all the kills with this Deagle. He's got 3. Dreams needs to put the rest of this roster to sleep. Mute comes in clutch here. A couple double kills. The back of that Galil, and Bongo picks up a rifle. It's none other than the scout. Mute, it's up to you. You have the 3, but Sway too strong. Triple kill with the Deagle, picks up the Galil to pull back a ridiculous save round there from Hube. As Conscious Gaming this time, their economy's broken. And they gotta figure out what to do here. I see a bunch of Tech 9s and a Mac 10. That smells a rush. Look at this from Sway. This dude can't be stopped! He's just too strong. Unfortunate that Eco did not go the way Conscious Gaming wanted. Now you're in a rough spot. You get 2 players over 4K. Some hovering around 4K. And then Psych is just broke. Plenty of games still to play, folks. No worries whatsoever. They're gonna try to do a little bit of damage here, but really not much you can do with just pistols. The mute rightfully took away from OT. (4-1), Hube up on top, but finally a buy round comes out for Conscious Gaming. Dreams in a decent drop spot, but not the greatest. Missed op shot misses. 1-1-3 split for Hube. When you take a look at just how Hube have played this, they've been playing this really well, but they've also been really banking off of Sway's insane kills the last couple rounds. You can't just bank on one player in a team sport. Gotta be able to figure this out somehow, some way. Bongo can't escape Dreams there. I think heard the sound cue and went for the shot and gets it. Nice waterfall smoke. And it's gonna distract them. Conscious Gaming make a move to go mid to B. But they go into who else? None but Sway, who has been Conscious Gaming's big bad here in this game. Otto gets at least one kill. Some nice cleanup from Conscious Gaming. No bomb plant, but the round win in their corner. Plenty of money in the bank for Hube. Nice drop spot for Dream. Nice chip damage on Otto through the door. Now Dreams is going to go ahead and set this up. Look at the utility he's about to throw. Really nice. I believe that's the door waterfall smoke. We'll push up here towards Cat. Ongoing Kirch. Kirch gets the first kill. Big information that at least two were there. Otto's gonna find yet another kill. And now Conscious Gaming have a very important decision to make. You're hanging out mid with under a minute on the clock. You know there were at least two Cat, and at the minimum, one over on B. You don't have all the information on the planet. You gotta commit somewhere. Unfortunately, this is one of the drawbacks here on Dust 2. When you're shut out like this, CTs have a massive advantage. Unfortunately, Lei escapes the op shot, but Dreams is the one to fall. And at this point, Conscious Gaming might just do well to save. They will not. And for you, they're going to escape everyone alive and build up more of an economy here on their CT side. Conscious Gaming, they broke. They're going to have to go to the bank, withdraw some cash. Tactical timeouts come in for the side of Conscious Gaming. My apologies. It's a technical timeout. You're not missing anything, fans. are back. Again, you didn't miss anything, ladies and gentlemen. Tech pause, but everyone's back, and for the side of Conscious Gaming, they're in a bit of a pickle. Should just be a very quick mop-up round here for Hube. Conscious Gaming are struggling to get a foothold here on Dust 2. Just pistols. A couple upgraded pistols at that. All right, folks, here we go. 6-2. You got a couple of ecos and saves here. Really not much Conscious could do. But this time, they're going to force buy what they can. You even see the couple of Galils. They want a little bit extra utility over the power of some of those AKs. So we're going to see what happens here. This is going to be a big round. Make no mistake about it. Conscious Gaming just doing what you normally do here on the T side. You slow play lower mid, you get tons control, you head out towards long, but somebody please go back and get the bomb. Anybody? Please? Someone? There you go. Now I think Dreams is going back for the bomb. Good defense here for the side of Hube. 2-1-2 split. Bomb has been acquired. This is a wise call. Bomb headed over towards B. Looks like Psych wants to make a little noise on Cat. Maybe draw an additional rotate. But Otto is just too locked in from the back flat position. Sway is here as well. And while this was a really good call, just the defense here of Hube is just a bit too much for Conscious Gaming. They're going to attempt to make something happen. It's up to Psych versus who else? Nothing but Sway. Psych's going to escape? He's got no utility. He's going to try peek it. Oh, and he almost pulled it off. He came so close to that clutch. Had he had just a little bit more health, would have been able to pull it off. But still, a really nice round from them. But Hube have won the half. They got 7, and they're just going to continue to roll through Conscious Gaming here. Unless Conscious Gaming can find something to turn this around. Conscious Gaming this time decide to full yeet through long. Deagles in hand. And how deadly these can be. We saw Sway get a triple with them earlier. Look at this. They're just full yeeting up long. They try to get a little bit of cover. There's too many flashes. Look at this. There's the up of Sway. And this is a good opportunity for Conscious to do something, but nevertheless, this is just Moapalooza for the side of Hube. Another triple kill for Sway. 15 kills. Have yourself a half, young man. Have yourself a half, sir. 8-2. This is not exactly Conscious Gaming's finest work, but nonetheless, still a lot of Counter-Strike to play. They can win the next two, make this 8-4, win the pistoling conversion. They're going to easily make it 8-6, and again, anybody's ball game. Very important round 11, though, as Sway gets a little revenge off the back of the Dreams kill. Once again, the double push here towards Blower Cat. You're actually going to get a little bit of a boost here. Boost onto cat boxes. Really, Sway? It's an auto shotty. Excuse me, an auto sniper. In competitive play, you can just feel the confidence from Sway and the rest of the squad. To have an auto sniper. 2020 SNIPs. 2026 in competitive Counter-Strike, and it's an auto sniper in play. Sway is going to drop on over to an op. Bongo starts cleaning things up as well. Down to a 2v2. Sway regroup back up here. Psych's gonna have to take the contact. Psych gets one. You know, by Bongo, and I respect the play from Mute for the trade. But Bongo's triple. 1v2 clutch. Nets Hube a 9th. Most likely, a 10th. Psych's gonna be able to drop Dreams over an AK, or an op rather. No, they elect. This is interesting. They elect to go AKs. No op. Interesting choice. Let's see if it benefits them. Hube have outplayed Conscious Gaming at almost every corner of this map. They've done such a great job team-wise. Conscious Gaming struggling just a little bit. Actually, I can't even say a little bit. They're struggling a lot. Let's just call it what it is. It's a struggle. Courage, nice nade. Not gonna find anything though. Minute 12 on the clock here, round 12. Winner of this gets their 5th victory of the season. Loser drops to 4-4. And again, that's the precipice of being kicked out of the playoffs and not making them. But if you won out, you have to be in a convincing fashion. At the very least, you get a lot of tiebreakers, buckhold scores, and all that fun stuff. But nonetheless, Hube are just continuing dominance. 10-2 half. Off the back of them winning the knife, they wanted to start on the CT side. And they're only 3 rounds away from advancing to 5-3 here in Maine this season. Dreams with the opening kill. Auto to trade. Not a good look for Conscious Gaming. Dreams was literally the only A-site defender And it was a wise call, too. Conscious decided to leave and gamble stack forward towards B, but Lay hanging out towards CT spawn. Finds at least one, so still gonna cross that smoke. There's a gap in that smoke. It didn't fully cover. Lap will get the bomb plant here with no trouble whatsoever. But now look at the double flank from Conscious. Psych and Hobo coming in from long. Time to close the gap. Close that distance. 2v2. One elevator, one sight. And Psych don't care. Psych snipes them all. Conscious Gaming finally able to grab their third.
Counter-terrorists win.
All important round coming up for Conscious. Because Hube was able to plant the bomb, they have a buy here. But they elect to not full buy, so you see the Deagle's lack of armor and lack of utility. Hube are going to try to get an 11th off the back of this. If they could take any rifles, any SMGs, anything away from Conscious Gaming, they can consider it a round victory even if they lose. We all know how tough the CT side of the economy is. There's one down. Keep an eye out for Sway. Does have his deagle again. Not gonna help him this time. Once again, only a sight defender, but this time it's Lay lurking over towards long. We're gonna get yet another bomb plant here.
Bomb has been planted.
For Hube. Gonna refresh and reload. It's Conscious Gaming. Inch ever so closer to the A-bomb site for this retake. Just laying in a couple of shots. Bongo's got to be very careful of it when coming up the lane. Bongo's going to find one. He did have a multi-kill earlier. It's not going to make a difference. Conscious Gaming will grab their fourth. Lose several players in the process, but that's okay. Out, full buy out the cube. It's so quiet, like nothing's happened in this round. And now, finally, stuff is happening. Dreams didn't see that he got the player that dropped that, but he didn't see it happen. Round. After there at the end. Bongo's gonna clear one out. 3v3. Otto's still hanging out over towards boxes. Gonna get a boost up there, and that's gonna be heard. Flashbang out, nades out. Full white go Hube. But Bongo still playing around with these barrels. That is it for Conscious Gaming. They dropped that retake. Cube will win their first gun round. And are now 2 rounds away from winning here on Dust 2. The only one who can afford to buy anything is Lay. You gotta wonder what the morale of Conscious Gaming is like. You've been kicking butt all season long, and you've just run into a little bit of a hiccup here mid-season. Not exactly what you want, but right now it is what you're gonna get. Fast take along by Hube. Then he met by a stack here on A from Conscious Gaming. Dreams finds himself an AK. But who else but Sway? First to 20 kills in the server. Dreams trying to save his teammate there. Psych comes in, cleans things up, and unfortunately for Hube, they ran into the gamble stack on the A bomb site. Still get another plant. But how about the side of Conscious Gaming? They're not going down without a fight. They get their 5th. They still have a long way to go before you could even call it a comeback. Nice round from Conscious Gaming. Oh, Sway puts Dreams to sleep. Beautiful kill down mid. Unfortunately, just not ready for Courage on the flank. Dropping down from Catwalk. Oh, that was filthy.
Bomb has been planted.
Lay, who has struggled mightily here in this game, is going to say 5 and 14 for him. He is really struggling. He's in a really rough spot to save here. Bongo's clearing everything out. Lay will get the kill, but now they know exactly where he is. And the hunt's on. Taken out by Sway. Mapping game point for the side of Hube. Tack timeout coming in for Conscious Gaming. I mean, the duo of Sway and Bongo have dominated the server throughout this entire game. B-side taken over by Hube. Only Dreams left to defend. They decided to go double op setup. Psych has another op himself as well. Second op needs to come into play right here, right now. Sway almost took a nade to the face. Almost. Now this game is going to be over in less than 30 seconds, unless Conscious Gaming can make up an insane retake here. And Sway is not going to let that happen as Psych blasts him to smithereens. But Lay, who has struggled, finally able to come up with the clutch. And we play on here on Dust 2. What a nice save and clutch from Lay. Dreams just dancing all over the map right now. Eco round from Hube. They decide to go double scout. That's spicy. Double scout on the CT side, sure. Double scout on the T side? Ballsy. But at this point, they're probably vibing, having a lot of fun. I mean, they're just having a ton of fun, folks. You can just tell it in the way their gameplay is. They're playing loose, they're playing really confident. They're not stressed. Conscious Gaming, their backs again big and against the wall here. They know it. I mean, when you go down 10-2.5, it's not exactly ideal. Well, one of those scouts coming into play. But not for long. 12-8. This scoreline doesn't tell the story. This was a 10-2 half in favor of Hube. Conscious Gaming have won 6 of the next 8. Yeah, they're facing mapping game points, but man, this team looks a heck of a lot better. Let's go with the Conscious Gaming that we've known and loved all season long. Conscious Gaming, they get an opportunity right now come back down 10-2. But there's still 4 rounds to go. Nice kills. Big kills from Conscious Gaming. And Lay as well finally waking up. Mutant Hobo, hold down, cat. Nades out. Beautifully placed nades. Bomb will get planted. Retake is on. Played that one a little passive here. Conscious Gaming have an opportunity to extend their lead. Well, extend their call in this game. But not if you have anything to say about it. Look at Bongo. One of the big two here up against Slay. And that's going to do it. They had the opportunity. They had things set up. But it is, in fact, going to be Hube beating Conscious Gaming 13-8. The 10-2 half, unfortunately, was a little too much to overcome for them. With that being said, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all have a great and wonderful weekend. And we'll see you next week right here on the Conscious Gaming YouTube channel for 2 more Conscious Gaming Counter-Strike 2 games. They're down to 4-4. Can they make a run to the playoffs? Tune in next week to find out. We'll see you Tuesday night at 9:30 p.m. Eastern. Have a great and safe weekend, everybody.